so I could say, Michael Beck, welcome to Hair Metal Mixtape, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem, no problem. You're in what, Phoenix, Arizona?
Phoenix, Arizona, where it's supposed to be a little warmer than it is, but it's not bad.
Nice, man. Are you a native to Phoenix, Arizona?
I'm not native. Been here since '94,
Woo.
um, but I'm from Nebraska, Iowa.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I actually, that's the first time I actually went to Phoenix, Arizona in '94. I went to a recording school out there, the Conservatory of Recording Arts.
Oh yeah, no,
So,
well, I got two interns in the other room from there. So
oh, that's awesome, man. Crass all the way, man.
that's my
cool.
day job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah. What do you do? Do you work for the school?
No. I'm a producer and engineer. I have a studio in Mesa here. In fact, right down the road from Crass, called Sound Vision Recording.
Awesome.
And studio's been open since '99, and so I've been doing that for a while. That's kind of my day job when I'm not being a musician.
And speaking of which, man, how about your band? Are they all from the Phoenix area too?
No, I don't think any of them are.
Oh, cool. Let me give them a quick shout out too. It's Conrad Varela, right, on guitars and backing vocals.
Varela, I think Conrad is from here. He's one of the only.
All right. Paul Williams.
Paul Williams is our bass player. He's from Chicago.
Cool. Mike Vars, keyboards.
Yeah, our keyboard player. I don't know where he might be, from Pluto or something. I'm not sure.
like where most keyboard players are from.
Exactly.
And then speaking of space, 80 Adams, drummer, percussion, backing vocals.
80 Adams is definitely from somewhere in the outer regions, but he comes to Phoenix via, I think, the Washington D.C. area.
Cool, man. How long have you guys been together as a band?
It's been about a year and a half, something in there. We started the record, I guess it would have been about May of last year, and started piecing stuff together, and then actually started recording somewhere during the summer.
Right on. And I'm interested in like what common influences you guys have or you share, but I'm also more interested in the influences that you guys don't share, because that's usually what like makes that, like, that makes that meal really tasty when you have different influences.
It's a mixed bag for sure, but there's a lot of stuff that overlaps. I mean, I am definitely, and I think all of us are, this is one of the things that overlaps. We are all heavily influenced, excuse me, by 70s classic rock. The sound of the band is very, as opposed to some stuff that I've been involved with before, because I'm always kind of a 70s feel. Mm-hmm. But as opposed to some of the stuff that I've been with before, which is maybe a little more Zeppelin and Deep Purple, this is a little more Journey and Foreigner. So a little more AOR type stuff. But AD is he brings a little more of definitely a swing element to the package. He also plays with Louis Prima Jr. So he's touring with that a lot, and does that's a lot of swing, man.
That's literally swing.
That is literally swing. So he kind of brings that to the table, which is great. He's a drummer that I've wanted to work with for a long time, and finally got the opportunity to with this band. Conrad Varela, our guitar player, is a little more. He's got that '80s swagger. He's got definitely some Van Halen in him. He's a younger cat, but when you mention Jeff Beck or George Lynch, he knows exactly who you're talking about. So he's definitely got those kind of licks in there, and I think that shows for sure. Paul Williams, our bass player, kind of in along with AD. He's played in some country stuff, some kind of red dirt country, and toured some stuff with those kind of bands. But he's got a swing to him that is real obvious and is makes me very happy.
That's awesome, dude.
And Mike's kind of the same way. He's great with the backup vocals. His keyboard playing is he doesn't overstep on anything. He's kind of in the pocket. So yeah, we're kind of all from different schools, but like I said, there's a lot that overlap.
Yeah, that's great, man. Which brings us to this new album, the upcoming new album called This Is Gonna Sting. Tell me about the process of this album, man, how it came together for you guys.
Well, it started with me and Paul are kind of the main songwriters, which is a little weird, but I've always kind of, even when we're playing live, I don't listen to the guitar players. They're crazy. They're always crazy. So I listen to the bass player. That's always been my footing. Right. So when Paul would bring something in, it was pretty natural for me. And that was kind of my last band that I was in. The bass player wrote a bulk of the material. So I was kind of used to that anyway. And it kind of helps me solidify a swing underneath whatever melody I'm going to put to it. I do the bulk of the melody and lyrics. So we kind of started out there, and then once AD comes in, it brings, just by him playing on something, it brings an element to it that it didn't have before, even if it was being played by another drummer. He's just got a swing that not many cats have. So that, and then Conrad is definitely like I said, he's a early 80s influenced guitar player for sure. And gives it that swagger. And that's kind of what, it all worked out the way it worked out. Well, that's kind of what if I was going for anything, I wanted to do a 70s sound, but with a little bit of 80s, fire and bombs.
Yeah, good way to put it. Yeah. And so go ahead, keep going.
No, that's it. So it worked. It worked very well.
Were you guys able to do this all together in the studio?
No, well, I shouldn't say that. Some of it we were. Some of it we tracked as a band and then did overdubs on top of it. I did all my vocals afterwards, but would definitely do a scratch vocal, to make sure that's in the mix and that not only am I feeling the swing, but they know where I'm going. So, and then we tracked it out like you would a normal record, but there was some songs that were a little more of being tracked out, and some that were a little more live first takes, and then we overdubbed on top of that. So again, it's kind of a mixed bag.
Right. That's awesome, man. Is there a release date for this album yet?
Boy, you'd have to. I've been banging my manager's head against the wall as much as I can. That's right. We got pushed back a little bit. We changed distribution, which has been a good thing. I don't have a date, but it's probably going to be sometime in later March, which means we've got 2 songs out now on lyric video, and on all the streaming stuff as singles. And then probably early March, mid-March, the full video for a song called Separate Lives, which will be the official first single, will come out.
Oh, awesome. And
I hear that.
Yeah, totally. And before this interview airs, I'm gonna spin In Between, which
Perfect.
is a great song, man. Yeah, tell us about In Between. What was that all about?
In Between is it's about social media. That's really what it's about when you boil it down. It's about how social media has kind of influenced our lives. When you go on there, there's the left, there's the right, and I'm not even talking about politics. I'm just talking about anything. There's some people on this side, and some people on this side, and then there's most of us that are somewhere in the middle. But this side and this side are what you hear the most from. They're kind of the loudest, and all the rest of us are just kind of whatever, you know. Yeah, right. But we're there, and we continue to follow it, and we continue to use it, even though it's really morphed into something that I don't think it ever was intended of being, which is not something positive for the most part. So that's really what it's all about, just how it divides us, but it changes us at the same time. So
that's great, man. And you did mention that other song that's going to be the official release song. Can you tell me about what's the name of that song again, and what's it about?
Separate lives.
Separate lives.
That's we made a full video for it. We shot it in December. I literally just got it back a couple of weeks ago. Looks great. Guy named Gavin Donnelly did it at Soundphoria Productions. Did a great job for us. And I'm just kind of sitting on it. So I'm anxious to have it out there.
It's like that golden egg, man. It's just like you want everyone to see it and hear it and feel it and love it, and just can't wait to let it go, right?
That's exactly right. I can't wait to show everybody, but I can't.
What about live shows, man? What about live shows? You guys have been doing any live shows lately, or playing some of these songs out?
We have been in rehearsal to do just that. So we are looking to have a pretty busy summer and spring. We announced 2 shows already, which is if you're in Arizona or anywhere close, there's a really cool thing called the Mesa Music Festival. That'll be April 15th. So I don't know if that will be the first show, but it'll be pretty close. That's it's a lot of bands on different stages, and that will probably be our first show. The next one that we announced, I'm really excited about. It's at the Whiskey, so we'll be at the Whiskey A Go Go with just one of my favorite bands in the world, which is Angel.
Ooh, yeah, they just released something new.
Exactly, and oddly enough, I just noticed this the other day. We have a band thread, and we were all laughing about it. Their new single is called "It's All Right."
Yeah.
Our first lyric video is "It's Not All Right." So,
yeah, you guys got to play together, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to fight it out in the parking lot beforehand or what's going to happen. But
on stage, right? Back-to-back songs.
But I am so excited. They were literally one of my first concerts. I saw them open for Rush on the Hemispheres tour.
Oh, wow.
So I have been an Angel fan for so long. So when it came up for us to open for them, direct support at Whiskey A Go Go, yes, absolutely. We'll do that.
That's awesome, dude. I was just listening to the new stuff last night. I was trying to fit it on my mixtape that I'm playing tonight, but it's going to go on the next week's one because I was like, you got to find the right vibe for it. And I was just like, I'm so glad these guys are back, man. Because like them, Zebra, like
that'll be April 28th.
Woo! Yes, right.
So but either of those shows, both of those shows, I know I have a lot of people flying, driving from Phoenix where we are. I have a lot of people flying in from the Midwest to see both shows. And if you need information, ticket information, anything you need, it's all on our Facebook page.
Yeah, man, that's my next question. Like, where can people find you guys if they can't see you live? Facebook? What's the deep on that?
And obviously here with you.
Right. Facebook is Escape the Hive, right?
Escape the Hive, correct.
And anything else? Instagram or webpage or YouTube?
We've got a webpage that's coming up soon, but it's not there yet. Instagram, yes. Twitter, yes. I mean, yes, on all of them.
Yeah. Just Google Escape the Hive, guys, and you will find everything you need.
Yeah, like I said, we've got the 2 songs that are out now with lyric videos. You can find those on YouTube, as well as all the streaming services that, Apple and Amazon and yada, yada, yada. So all of those are up there. And then, soon we'll have Separate Lives to follow that up.
Cool. Any merch that people can scoop up in the meanwhile to support the band?
Just talked to our merch guy the other day, so that's on its way. It'll be ready, probably about the time we play live, but right in that era. And we'll have T-shirts and the whole gala.
That's awesome, man. Mike, anything I failed to ask that you'd like us to know before we go?
Let's see. What do we do? AD is an alien. Mike is also an alien. Yeah, I think that was about it. No, I'm really excited about the record. I mean, especially after all the COVID stuff, I actually went through a band in that time that had just released a record right as COVID was hitting. So it, even though it did really well critically, it didn't get a lot of traction. We didn't get to play live. And there's a good chance that on some of these shows, that was a band called Kings of Dust. There's a good chance on some of these shows that we are going to play some Kings of Dust material because cool. It never had a chance to be played live. So that's something I'm looking forward to. But the material, but with Escape the Hive, I'm really excited about, I'm really proud of, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
Awesome, man. Michael Beck, absolute pleasure meeting you, and good luck with the new album. And let's do this again soon, man. Let's do it again sometime soon.
Time, place, I'm there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much, man. Keep rocking.
We'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye.